What is going on, guys? Chris here. Welcome back to another video. Today we have our first god guide being Susano. The reason I chose Susano for our first god guide is because he is relatively one of the characters that's going to have mechanics that people don't really know until they actually start learning the character. And mostly because he's probably the best example of auto-canceling in the game. If you guys don't know what auto-canceling is, I'll do a brief explanation here. So the timing in between my auto attacks here is 1.28. So auto, auto. So you can see how, except for the last one might be a little bit longer, you can see how fast those auto attacks are. What an auto cancel is going to do, it is going to be adding an ability in between. So you can see how fast this is. 1, 1, right? Now watch this when you do an auto. Ready? You see how those two sets of 314 came through much faster? It's because you're casting your 3, which is a teleport. Right? Now, when you throw it on him and then you auto and then you press your right bumper if you're on controller again, as you can see up on the screen up there, if you press it after the auto and you pair an auto and then an ability and an auto, it's going to be faster than just autoing, which is going to add more DPS. So if you were just to do what some people do if they don't know how to play the god that well and you dash in, you pull them and you press 1, 1, 1, right? That's just the abilities, but you've missed out on probably 1,000 damage worth of autos. So this Emir on this practice mode won't even survive the full kit if you add in the autos. Where you just saw all 3 sets of abilities hit him, he doesn't even die. If you add the autos in there, there was still 2 autos and in a partial end of that one that missed out on. Right, so that was pretty fast. But if you were to pull auto 3 auto 3 auto, right? And then all of your ones have autos in between as well. So like auto 1, auto 1, auto 1, right? What the average of like damage there, 200 to 300. Let's just go on the easy math, 200. In between all those abilities, you're missing out on 5 or 6 autos. So 1,200 damage if you're not auto canceling on this character's kit. If that all makes sense. There's a big skill ceiling for this god and a lot of different things you can do, especially with the 1. So his passive is also going to, at 1 to 2 stacks of auto-attacking somebody, you're adding debuffs, reduce strength, enemies are slowed, and they take increased damage. So they're going to, not autoing and not auto-canceling on this character is the difference between bronze level play and deity level play. That might be a little drastic, but you understand what I'm saying here. So even just adding in these autos, as you can see on controller, luckily you don't have to press B in between the 1 anymore, which is going to allow you to auto attack or auto cancel easier. So like auto 1, auto 1, auto 1. And you can even do a few more autos in between. But that's basically the summarized version of auto canceling. As for Susano's kit in general, he has a 1, which is going to do a cone in front of him with damage. And then you can auto in between and then wait. Another 1, you can do an auto in between, which is a circle around you, and then a dash. It got canceled there at the end, but that's what his 1 is. It's 3 separate attacks. A cone, damage in front of you, ability damage, cone in front of you, cone in a full circle, and then a dash. Dash also does damage. Your 2 is going to be a pull in a cone in front of you. And then your 3, as we showed before, is a teleport. So throw damage on them, teleport to them. If you teleport, it reduces the cooldown of it. So if I don't teleport, you can see that duration around it, 8 seconds there on it. If you teleport to it, it cuts time off of the cooldown, which I don't think you guys can see it because my head is blocking it, but I don't know if it says it on that one. Oh, no, it's the same in this game. Okay, that's Smite 1. Sorry. Smite 1, it reduced the cooldown. This time it doesn't. And then his ult, which they've just changed, is a building typhoon type ability. Gain strength, travels, does a brief knock-up. So that is the 4 abilities he has. We showed you auto cancels as well. Where you start getting into being able to have a higher skill ceiling on this god is you can pair your 1 with different portions of the abilities. So what I can do if I'm doing this and then I'm doing this, but then I need to get out, right? We can pull them and then still dash away. So you can pair your teleport in between sets of your 1. So you have a dash at the end of your 1. You have a pull, and all these different things you can do. So if you had like this available, right? all these different things you can do, whether you need to progress on another target by dashing to them, or you can progress on another target by dashing away, right? So let's say you're pulling somebody in, now it's a bad fight, and you want to dash over there, right? But then you want to dash back. There's all these different things you can do in between targets, right? You can always save the dash at the end because you can cast your other abilities in between your one, right? So you can see there's all these different combinations of things you can do throughout a team fight. And then if you get good enough with this character, you are going to be pulling one, auto-canceling, maybe teleporting to another, pulling this one in, right? Drop that, and then you still have your one to finish off different abilities. Now, if these are too fast, my fault. I'm just trying to break down all the different aspects of how you can make this god a higher skill ceiling. Skill ceiling just meaning that, like, if there's a skill floor, meaning that anybody can learn the very basics, come in here, right, and just do this, right, and whatnot. That's the skill floor. Just understanding the god's kit is the skill floor. The skill ceiling is how effectively you can play the character at the highest level with the biggest variety of options, because in every team fight there's going to be a set of options that are going to be the best for you based on the god's kit. Is your best option right now going to be to pull the Emir, dash to the Anubis, attack the Anubis a little bit, and then dash back to the Emir to finish him off while getting away from the Anubis? There's all these different things. Finish him off. There's all these different things you can do, right, to make this character more effective at the highest level. Are we going to do this? Blink in, pull them back in. Right? Are we going to all blink in, pull them into the knock-up, press R3 to follow their dash? That's another effective tool as well. Let's say they are an Athena, right? And she's going to be ulting to her team to help them. Are we going to throw R3 on her, wait till she teleports, and then teleport to her new location, right? Are we going to follow a Giannis through a wall, even though Giannis isn't in what's it called yet, right? There's that outplay. Being able to follow somebody, right? Are we gonna throw our 3 on her, wait for him to dash, and then teleport to his new location? So those are basically the aspects of Susano that you're gonna see. I'm going to keep the controller overlay on while we do these quick god guides. I'm going to try to make these as quick as possible, 7-8 minute videos, just to give you guys a full detail on how this god's supposed to be played. There are other people that are way better at this god than me. I just relatively understand how the basics work with the god. If you guys do want to find other creators, please go check them out, especially ones that are going to be streaming in the jungle. I don't know who those are yet because we're just getting into Smite 1. We're just getting in to Smite 2. So there's going to be, hopefully, it's the goal to have a whole bunch of new creators, right? So if you guys are new to the channel, feel free to subscribe for daily Smite 2 videos. Go check out our Twitch, which is twitch.tv/ChrisTDickson. We do daily streams, 6 days a week, 8 hours a day. We do this for a living. We are going to continue to do this for a living. Pray for Smite 2 success. Appreciate, if you guys subscribe, like, comment, all the above on the YouTube. Daily YouTube videos, educational videos, ranked videos. It is always going to be controller gameplay because that's what I play. So, appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.